Hi, my name is Jacob Kuhn, and this is my third project. What I'm going to do for my third project is I'm going to walk you through a lesson plan and how it relates to Chapter 9. First, I'm going to cover the lesson plan. This will be a lesson plan for my intermediate band, which is my 7th grade class. The objective is SWBAT, and that demonstrates the proper sight reading procedure. And we're going to do this in preparation for our Christmas concert we have in a few weeks. First off, when they first come into class, I hand out the piece of music. I have 2 students who are librarians that help me with this. That way I can start to work with the classroom and not waste time handing everybody an individual part. I then have the students review the sight reading procedure out loud through multi-level questioning. As a group, we then analyze the basic music fundamentals, like for instance, what's the key signature, what's the time signature, do we have the right music, right clef, what's the style, and then we move on to reading through the music. Before we actually play the music on our instrument, we go through the music 3 times to make sure that we completely understand it. The first time, we just clap the rhythm, and we'll go through the whole music, clap the beat on our hand, the pulse on our hands, and we say the rhythm aloud. The second time, we add the correct pitches to that. So what we're doing is we're clapping the beat on our hands, and we're singing the correct rhythm with the correct pitch. And then we pick up our instrument and we add our fingers. We press down the correct keys or buttons or valves or slide positions while we sing the correct pitches and we in the correct rhythm. Then we take our instruments and we play the music as a whole group. After we get through playing, I let the students do a self-evaluation while I then formatively assess them. Then I let them divide and they work in sections for a few minutes. By sections, I mean, for instance, the trombone section or the trumpet section or flute section. They stay with their instrumental family. After that, we come back together and we play as a whole group. Once again, we evaluate ourselves to see the progress and what we've in progression, and then the students will self-evaluate while I formally assess. Now, how this relates to Chapter 9, elements of effective instruction, Slavin's adaptation of Carroll's model, named QAIT. The Q stands for quality. Is the subject matter understandable? Is it at a level where the students can grasp it? Do I need to monitor and adjust the subject matter so they can understand it? Or do I need to differentiate my lesson to make sure every student understands the lesson? And then the group work. Like I said, I group by instrumental family, the trombone or the trumpet section, or the tuba section. The A stands for appropriateness. We begin the lesson, we refresh or review on anything we've covered prior. I then formally assess on what they have already been taught. And then I know if I need to take a stricter refresher, or are the students really ready to go. I is for incentive, especially like for instance like the Christmas concert. The students really enjoy Christmas music, and they understand the fact that if they don't perform the music up to a proper ability, then the music will be cut and they won't get to play it. So that's one incentive. The second incentive is the normal classroom procedures, like for instance our pass-offs, where they come in and they play sections of their music for a grade. T stands for time. It's all about pacing. For instance, we do our warm-up, where we play long tones. It's 8 to 12 minutes. We get our hands and our faces and our horns ready. We then prep one piece of sight read. The sight reading process takes about 20 to 30 minutes. At the end of the class, we allow for questions, handle my announcements. We pack up our instruments, which takes a little more time than a normal classroom. This keeps pace manageable.